Hello everyone, as I create a big collage illustration for children's picture books, I'd like to share some tips on when to submit your work to publishers. As an author and illustrator, the process of submitting your work to publishers can feel exciting and overwhelming at the same time. One common question is whether to submit your manuscript with illustrations or not. The general advice is to submit your story first without illustrations. Here's why, and some additional tips to help you navigate the submission process effectively. While it may seem natural to illustrate your story before submission, it's usually better to submit the manuscript first. Publishers typically want to evaluate the story on its own before making decisions about the illustrations. They might accept the story but request revisions or changes. If you've already illustrated it, those changes could require a complete overhaul of your artwork, wasting time and resources. The only exception to this rule is if you are submitting to a contest or specific project that requires illustrations as part of the submission package. Otherwise, focus on submitting your manuscript and wait for feedback from publishers and editors before you invest time in illustrations. Before you submit your manuscript, make sure that the story is completely finished. Publishers want to see a polished and finalized version of your work. This means the plots, characters, and pacing should be well developed, and the text should be as tight as possible. Don't rush the submission process. Ensure your story is the best it can be. Each publisher has different submission guidelines. It's crucial to follow them carefully. Many publishers have specific criteria for what they want in a submission, such as manuscript length, font style, or required cover letters. Some might prefer submissions with or without illustrations, while others might be looking for certain themes and genres. Take the time to research the publisher's preferences before you submit, and tailor your submission accordingly. Even if your story is accepted, be prepared for feedback. Publishers often request revisions to improve the story or better align with their vision. If you've already illustrated the book, those changes might require you to adjust your artwork. It is best to wait for the final approval of your manuscript before moving forward with illustrations. Waiting to hear back from publishers can take time, so it's important to stay patient. The submission process is often slow, and publishers need time to evaluate the many submissions they receive. Instead of rushing into illustrations, use this time to work on your craft, refine your manuscript, or even start brainstorming potential illustrations. Remember, many publishers work with illustrators after accepting a manuscript, which can be a great opportunity to collaborate. Publishers might even have a particular style or vision in mind for the artwork that could guide your illustrations. Being open to collaboration can sometimes result in a more polished and professional final product. I hope all this information will help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.